Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be ranking every LEGO Marvel Eternals set that is going to be releasing on October 1st of 2021, and there are 4 sets that we're going to go through in this video, and I do plan on in the future making a minifigure ranking for this wave as well, because they're definitely really phenomenal, and this wave has grown on me quite a bit. I know I'm a bit late to discussing the topic of these sets, but I still figured it was worth doing a ranking video if you wanted to hear my thoughts and opinions, and just hear me gush about these sets here because they really have grown on me quite a bit. So without further ado, let's get straight into it here and start off with the first set. Alright, so in the lowest spot here in the ranking, this one is set number 76145, the Eternals Aerial Assault. It's going to include 133 pieces, 2 minifigures, and is going to retail for $9.99 USD and then $13.99 Canadian. And this one here includes 2 of our main starring characters, at least from what I can tell from all of the promotional material. Of course, Ikaris, and then you get the exclusive figure of Sprite, which I just want to point out, I think that's super cool that we have an exclusive figure for this smaller set here, because it's an easily accessible set in the wave. So if you just want to get one of them, at least you know you're getting an exclusive figure from it. That is honestly quite cool. I really love the printing on both of them. I think it's done really well, and I do like that quite a bit. And for some reason, when I initially looked at these sets, my brain just didn't realize that they all had leg printing. Of course, I know Sprite doesn't because it's the shorter legs, but all the other figures, which I just thought was spectacular, I didn't even realize that. So I definitely thought that that was a really nice surprise for myself. And then the Deviant build is pretty decent as well. I do like the uniqueness of it, but honestly at this point I don't have a connection to either the characters or the villains at this point, so there's not too much I can discuss based on that, but I still feel like it's a nice set and a good entry level one to the theme. Okay, now the next set that we have here is set number 76154, the Deviant Ambush. It's going to include 197 pieces, 3 minifigures, and is going to retail for $24.99 USD and then $29.99 Canadian. And this set includes 3 figures, as I said, and one of those is exclusive to the set, and that is Gilgamesh. And then the other 2 characters are Makkari and Thena as well. So some really exciting ones there. I do like the designs of all 3 of them. I will have to say that I think Gilgamesh might be my favorite one out of the 3 of them. I can't speak to whether or not that's an exclusive face print, but I just really love the look of it on the character. I really do like Makkari's face print as well, and I think Thena's is quite good also, so I do like all of those. And it seems like they all have dual like face prints as well, except for Makkari. It seems like, I feel like in all the promotional material from LEGO, I keep seeing her using the same face, so I feel like maybe she just has one face print, but still pretty good out of those 3. And then the actual Deviant in the set, I really love the design of it. Might be one of my favorite designs for the Deviants. I just kind of like how it's on like the 4 legs there. It looks really posable as well, which is a really great aspect to it also, so I definitely do like it quite a bit for that. And I feel like this is a pretty good set, maybe a bit overpriced, but at the same time at least we're getting 3 figures here with some really great printing as well, so I definitely appreciate that, and I think it's still a well done set. Alright, now my second top spot here was definitely a huge toss-up between this and my number 1 pick, but the one that's going to land here is set number 76156, the Rise of the Domo, including 1,040 pieces, 6 minifigures, and is going to retail for $89.99 USD and then $119.99 Canadian. So pretty high price point there, but I honestly think the piece count and the figures definitely justify it here, and this is a super cool set, one of the most unique sort of ships that I've ever seen. I think it is so cool and definitely has some great aspects to it. But first off, let's go over the figures here, and I do apologize if I mispronounce any of the characters' names. Of course, at this point I'm not familiar with them as the film hasn't released yet, but the ones that we have here include Phastos, who is going to be exclusive to this set. Then we have Makkari, we have Druig as well, who is exclusive. Then we get Cersei in the set, we get Thena, and then we have Ikaris as well. So definitely a really great selection there. I do like all of those figures a bunch. I think they all have some really great printing on their torsos and their legs as well, so they did a fantastic job with all of them. And then for the actual build here, the deviants that we have included here, one of them is their leader, Crow, apparently from the film. We have seen him in one of the trailers, which was pretty cool, so I think they did a pretty good job with the sort of buildable figure of him right here. I definitely think he looks great and has a bit more of an expression, looks a bit more almost humanoid, if you can say that, even though the deviants don't really, but like you kind of get what I mean. He's walking on two legs right there, he's got two arms, you know, a little bit more standard anatomy going on there, but he is quite cool. And then we got another deviant as well, but I think of course the main attraction here is the actual ship, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. I love this build so much. I think that it just has such a unique design. I know a lot of people are poking fun at it, saying it looks like a Dorito, all those things, like it's just a triangle shape, but honestly, I think it pulls it off really well, and it's not your traditional ship, which I like to see. I think it's cool that it's unique, and it would make sense. The Eternals have been around for basically forever, it seems, and I think that that's just really cool that they have such a unique looking ship. So I do like that. I love the way that it opens up. I think that's such a cool aspect, how there's so many different ways to do that. I think it's really cool. It kind of makes me think of like the Millennium Falcon, basically. I love how there's like a micro scale version of one of the Celestials as well, that's in one of the other sets that we'll talk about afterwards, but I think that's super cool. So there's just a ton of really great aspects here within the actual set. I think it's just a cool sort of base for the figures, and if you're going to collect this line, I think it's one that you're going to want to have, because then you'll be able to store all of your Eternals within this set. So I definitely think it's got some great aspects to it, and I do love it a ton. Alright, now in the top spot here we have set number 76155 in Arishem Shadow. This one's going to include 493 pieces. It's going to include 4 minifigures and is going to be retailing for $59.99 USD and then $79.99 Canadian. And this set is just phenomenal. It is such a cool set. I love the design of the Celestial build. I think it just looks so phenomenal. They did such a great job with it, and it has such a great scale to it as well. It just looks absolutely massive, so I think that's so great, while also kind of having more of like a lanky sort of looking design, but I like that quite a bit. And they were even still able to store a light brick within it as well, so it does have some heft to it, so it is quite a solid build, I would say, from what I can see at least. And then the other aspects of the set, I really love the figures here. Of course, we got Ajax in this one, we have Kingo, we got Icarus, and then we have Cersei as well included in this one, of course, with Kingo is so cool. I absolutely love that. Of course, the actor portraying that character actually voiced Jay in the Lego Ninjago movie, which was just super cool, so I do like that quite a bit. It's definitely cool to see that actor now portraying a character that also gets a Lego minifigure, so I think that's just a really cool aspect and kind of like Easter egg, so definitely great on that aspect. You do get a smaller deviant in the set as well, which definitely portrays some very unique box art here. I haven't really spoken about the box art specifically as of yet, but I think it looks really unique, especially on this box, because you would kind of, with such a lengthy or a long build, like height-wise, you would think they would wind up using a vertical box, but they were actually using more of like a horizontal one, at least like longer on the horizontal side, so definitely quite an interesting choice there, but I still do like it quite a bit, and I think that it just turned out great. It's absolutely a phenomenal build, such a unique one as well. That's something that I really want to praise here in this Eternals wave, is that the sets are so unique, and I really love getting to see that, so I really do like this one a ton, and it's definitely my number one pick. Alright, now we're going to conclude the video here for my ranking of every LEGO Marvel Eternal set that's going to be releasing once again on October 1st of 2021. I am super excited for this wave of sets, and I'm definitely considering trying to collect the entire wave. Now, I might end up waiting until I've actually seen the film, so let's really hope it does not get delayed. That would be absolutely terrible, because I really want to get to see this film and then be able to buy the sets as well if I do wind up enjoying it, which I'm sure I will, but it's just to like what degree. Of course, these sets, some of them are not cheap, so it's going to be a bit of a commitment that I'm making here, of course. So I want to kind of wait to see the film, but they are phenomenal just from a build aspect and designs and everything. They knocked it out of the ballpark, so I'm really looking forward to these. But now I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let me know your opinions on these Eternal sets. Let me know your rankings as well. I'm always really curious to compare my own rankings to yours as well, so let me know all of that down below. And if you did enjoy the video, it would be highly appreciated if you could leave a like, also subscribe as well. If you would like to check out some of my other content, that would be highly appreciated. So thank you so much. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.